The Katsukian Network presents Blues in the Basement with Stephanie.
I want to eat. I told you that when I got here I was hungry.
And Tisha.
I come from a poor family, but we're very talented.
Blues in the Basement.
And now live from Midtown Memphis, it's another edition of Blues in the Basement. I am your man, Tisha.
And this is your girl, Stephanie.
How
you
you
grinning over there, boo. What you grinning about?
You're making me smile. It's good to see you for
It's
another edition, another week.
wonderful to see you as
How
well.
are you today?
I am doing... I'm doing quite well.
Wonderful.
As a matter of fact, it's been raining. I love a rainy day.
You love a rainy day?
There, I guess, top 10 list of things that I like to do on rainy day.
Oh, give me one.
I can't. It's a family-oriented show, right?
Anyway.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to Blues in the Basement.
Welcome.
We're powered by the Katsukian Network. Make sure you like all those other properties like Our Own Sports, The Funk on the Funky Politics, 3BC, they missing you, Stephanie, and also The Diary of a Tiger, and of course you and me right here on Blues in the Basement. We want you to make sure you rate and subscribe now.
Rate and subscribe.
To your favorite podcast. That would be us. Make sure you go to Facebook and like us.
Like us and share us with all of your friends.
Tweet us on tweet us and Instagram.
I don't know if I want to share you, Tracy.
Oh, baby. Hey. As long as you're getting the word out, hey, call a neighbor, tell a friend. Blues in the Basement is back again now.
We
want you to share and share alike. And we're going to have a wonderful time with you each week right here on Blues in the Basement, powered by the Katsukian Network. Well, hey, we want to say our condolences out to Miss Ruby Wilson's family. We lost another legend on this week.
Yes.
She was a wonderful person.
Choir just got a little sweeter in heaven.
Sure did. She could really, really sing the blues. And she was the
that lady
queen
can
of Beale
sing
Street.
anything.
Yeah, we're going to be talking more about her later on this evening in the show. What a special guest you got today.
Oh, we got Mark Caldwell with the Blues Society.
Exactly. We'll be
in
talking
Memphis,
to him.
Tennessee.
Talking to him, he'll be telling us more. They were great friends out here.
Yes, and we'll get some juicy
Details about her life.
details about her life, because I know she was a firecracker.
Sort of kind of like you, right?
You know.
Hey, what we're gonna start this thing out with today?
I'm feeling a little funkified with my soul today.
It's raining, huh?
It's raining. I want my.
You like to get funky on a rainy day, huh?
And I want mine live.
Live.
I want it live and funky.
Well, let's do it live, fucking put some stank on it.
So let's go on over to this All Night on the Sunset Strip with Eric Gales and Raphael Sadiq with Miss You right here on Blues in the Basement.
I've been waiting by the phone, y'all. I've been waiting all alone, 'cause I miss you. I've been waiting all alone. I've been sleeping by the phone, yeah, 'cause I miss you. I've been waiting by the phone, yeah. I said I've been waiting by the phone. Wow. I said I've been waiting by the phone, yeah. Hello, y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody Everybody waits so long. Everybody waits so long. Y'all give it up for Raphael Sadiq, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Come see me downstairs. Thank you.
And that was Eric Gales and Raphael Sadiq with Miss
Funky,
You.
baby.
That was real funky. I like that.
You wanted to start it out funky.
I did.
You put some stank on
I
that
did,
one.
I did, didn't I? I got smacked it.
I got one for you, though. I'm going to give you some more stank. Give me a call on my man.
Yes,
Mr. Bobby Blue Bland.
Here we go.
We're going to go on further on up the road. Right here on Blues in the Basement.
Further on up the road, someone gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, someone gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, baby, you just wait and see. You got to reap just what you sow. That old saying is true. just what you sow. That old saying is true. Like you mistreat someone, someone's gonna mistreat you. Now you're laughing, pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Now you're laughing, pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you found out I wasn't lying.
Mr. Bobby Blue Bland, further on up the road.
Don't put this stank on it.
He sure did, didn't he? Hey, make sure you we're powered by the Kazuki Network.
The Kazuki Network.
Make sure you like all those other properties like Art on Sports, The Funk on the Funky Politics, 3BC, The Diary of a Tiger, and of course you and me, my friend, Blues in the Basement. You want to rate us, right?
You want to rate us and you want to subscribe using your favorite podcast. Mm-hmm. And don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook.
Saying it so sexy. You say it so sexy. I'm catching hell.
It's, hey.
I'm catching so much hell.
Ruby. And Ruby sang it like, I thought I loved Natalie when she sang it. But Ruby did something special to this song.
You need to
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
You want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
It goes a little something like this.
Ruby Wilson right here on Blues in the Basement.
Tonight, I want to talk to everybody, male as well as female. If you got something good, you better keep it. They say, yeah, who is she to tell somebody what to do? Well, I'm here to tell you I lost the best man I ever had. And right now, I'm here to tell y'all I'm feeling mighty bad. Lord have mercy. Yeah. I'm catching hell, living here alone. I never realized, oh no, you mean so much to me. that I love. Oh, it's sad as sin. You know that I would back on in, yes I would. Let confusion pass me by. Oh, I took a fool's way out. No, now one good reason why. One good reason why, yeah. I'm catching hell. Lordy, living you alone. I didn't believe it would be all of this pressure on me all the time. Oh yeah, I'm catching hell. Well, living here alone. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm going out of my mind. Yeah, I'm going out of my mind. Oh, I'm going out of my mind. I'm catching hell, living it all alone. Ooh, this is my story. Wow, this is my song. Well, yeah, I'm here to tell y'all tonight. Oh, such a sad song when you're living all alone. Yeah, such a sad time when you're living all alone. Take a fool to learn. Can't listen to your friends. They got their lover, and here I am, lying here all alone. I'm catching hell, yeah. Showing up, catching hell, yeah. Oh, it takes a fool to learn, yeah. Takes a fool to learn. Oh, yes it does now. Oh, baby, why don't you come back home?
This is Blues in the Basement, powered by Kazuki and Tracy. What do you want the audience to do?
I need them to go on Facebook. Make sure you like
Break
us
it
on
down, baby.
Facebook.
Break it down.
I need you to go on Twitter. Make sure you tweet us, Instagram us, all those good things. And also rate us with the favorite podcast and share it with all your friends. Call a neighbor, tell a friend.
so simple.
That T-Shaw and Stephanie is doing this thing. It's called Blues in the Basement. All you got to do is just be a part of it. Tell everybody. And
Tell everybody.
all about the Kazuki and Network properties like R&R Sports 3BC, fuck all those funky politics, and the Diary of a Tiger. I love it when you do that. I hear the phone ringing, Stephanie.
I hear it too.
Hello, caller. Somebody there?
Hello.
Oh, shit. It's him.
Hello.
again. What's up, Lenny?
I would like to say good evening.
Good evening to you, my
This is
brother.
Lenny, and I've got plenty.
Plenty of what?
Plenty.
Because what we don't have is plenty of time. So
What you got plenty of, Lenny?
you need to cut to the chase.
You want to hear a song tonight?
I would love to hear a song tonight. There's a purple house over yonder. That's where my baby stays.
Well, you better sing that, boy.
I know that shit right. You ain't got nothing for sale.
Got a song by Prince.
You selling that?
remade from Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
Red House.
Red House by Prince.
Purple House.
Purple House.
Over yonder.
Purple House
Play
over
that.
yonder.
I think we can dig that up.
We'll
and play
dig
that.
it up. But before we go, you got anything for sale for all our listeners out here in Blues in the Basement?
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to get rid of these feet shavings. And
Feet
we're going
shavings?
next to nothing.
Feet shavings?
Next to nothing. Feet shavings.
Don't nobody want your feet
Good,
shavings,
good.
bruh.
And I think that's
No,
our
it ain't.
kill.
They ain't, man. It's like rhino horns. It's a aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac? You sell them by the
Yes,
pound?
that too.
Or you sell them by the bag?
Absolutely disgusting.
Lenny.
And a decongestant too.
Lenny.
That's
we gotta
disgusting.
go, man.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Thank you so much.
nasty. You need to cut it.
As a matter of
Just
fact, cut him.
order in.
How they call you, 8100 Lenny?
8100 shaving.
Oh, shit. We gotta go. Lenny, here's your song by Prince right here on Blues in the Basement.
Somebody said Johnny Lang was in the house. Come on up, Johnny, if you're in here. We'll wait on you. Maceo, I think you need to come get some of this too. What y'all think? That's where my baby stays, Lord. There's a purple house over yonder. No. where my baby stays. Ooh, ooh. I got a bad, bad feeling. Oh, I ain't gonna get to see her, oh, in about 100 days. Wait a minute. Something must be wrong. The key will not unlock this door, no, no. Wait a minute. Something wrong, yeah. Key, you won't unlock this door. I got a bad, bad feeling, oh Lord, that my little Puerto Rican beauty don't live here no more. That's all right. I still got a beauty. Maybe not. Take this one instead.
You're listening to Blues in the Basement, powered by the Kazuki Network. We have on the phone, Stephanie, our special guest on this evening.
Yes, we do.
Talk about the legendary Miss Ruby Wilson. We lost the queen of Beale Street on this week. And we have on the phone right now, I want to welcome to the show Mr. Mark Caldwell.
Yes. Hey,
Mark, how are you doing?
Good, good. I really appreciate you taking time to talk. Let me talk with you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, good morning.
we
Happy to have
appreciate
you here. Mark, you with the Memphis Blues Society, correct?
Yeah. I'm a board member, and I write the newsletter, and then I help coordinate the members and our volunteers as well.
Okay. Stephanie?
So, Mark, we were just getting into how it was that you say you've known Ruby a number of years, but just recently, a couple of years ago, you said you interviewed her, and that's kind of where the story kind of starts for us.
Sure. Okay. Well, yeah, about 3 years ago, I had the opportunity to actually sit down with her and interview her. I write, we call feature stories for the Blues Society. And Miss Ruby is someone that I had been wanting to talk to for some time. But anyway, I had that time to sit down and talk with her, and what I thought was just going to be a couple hours was almost a 5-hour interview. She brought books, certificates. Usually when I interview people, I have to really kind of work to get information.
It's like pulling teeth.
Follow up afterwards. Yeah, she brought everything. It was wonderful.
What was some of the interesting things that people might not know about Ruby, Mark, that you can tell us?
Well, I think first people might not realize how young she was when she started. I know she was a very big blues musician fan. She was born in Fort Worth, Texas, and grew up there. And she was a big follower of B.B. King and Rufus and Carla Thomas and Isaac Hayes when they came down. She always tried to see them. The most interesting thing was she told me when she was 14, she went to see B.B. King at a hotel in Dallas, and she managed to get up and talk to Mr. King, and Mr. King told her that if he would give her some escargot, she could be his friend, and more importantly, he would be her godfather.
Right.
I read that.
And of course, she didn't know. She told me she didn't know what escargot was, and then Mr. King told her, and I'll never forget the look on her face when she explained. She just said, oh, this has got to be masculine, But several times he kind of coaxed her into this because he was very interested in her, to begin with. He had heard her sing, but she went along and she told me she just doused the escargot and black butter, and then crushed it around a bunch of crackers and swallowed it. And she still, I think it's been thinking of knowing she was eating a snail. But
Wow.
she did eat it, but it wasn't a good experience. But obviously after that, she became very good friends with Mr. King, and it really was considered a part of his family,
Yeah, It kind of paved the way to start singing on the B.B. King's Club in Memphis, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
It paid off. The snails paid off.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of led into some things. She ended up marrying one of the road managers for B.B. King, and that's how she left Dallas. She followed the husband up to Chicago for a while. But back in Dallas, though, I was talking about how young she was. She was only 14 when she became the goddaughter of B.B. King. Well, at age 15, she was doing a lot of singing in the churches and everything. And Shirley Caesar, legendary singer, she came in and heard Miss Ruby singing in the church. This is, the Fort Worth area. And it's kind of interesting because Shirley Caesar had, one of her singers had become ill, and she was getting ready to go on the road. She went ahead and asked Miss Ruby if she would join her band. And, she's only 15 years old. So she asked Miss Ruby if she would join her. She goes, well, you're going to have to ask my mom. So they went and talked, and her mom agreed. And that whole summer, she was on the road with Shirley Caesar singing. And, she's just 15 years old.
Right.
But she just told me that experience was just incredible.
Did she ever, I was wondering, did she ever talk to you about her time that she spent out in Los Angeles?
she did a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, the tours and the countries that I lost count. You know, how many times in different countries she told me that she toured. And the tours, you know, the U.S. and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she had incredible stories about everything. I mean, obviously we didn't get to touch on everything.
Right.
But I was just completely amazed at how much she did tour. One thing she really talked about was her tour to New Zealand. She went down there and not thinking that this country she'd never been in before. She was, she didn't know how the audience would, would receive her, if they even knew her music. But she told me she was treated like a queen down there. They gave her, the government gave her the royal treatment down here, and she talked about that several times with me. But that's just one of many stories of the tours that she took.
Right.
And of course, plus her movie career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she made 10. I think it was 10 movies that she played in. That was kind of a funny story because she told me her favorite movie was the movie with Samuel L. Jackson.
Black Snake Moan.
Black Snake Moan, yeah. And you know what's funny is she told me she liked that role the best because she was able to cuss.
Always good to get a 4-letter word out sometime, Mark.
It was just so funny just hearing her talk about that. She was relaxed and didn't have to be, it was really good.
You're listening to Blues.
Obviously, she had a lot of great movie parts that she played.
Right.
But she did tell me that that was her absolute favorite movie. She really did enjoy that one.
Okay. You're listening to Blues in the Basement. We're powered by the Kazuki Network. Make sure you like all those other properties like On Sports, The Funky Politics, 3BC, Diary of a Tiger, and of course right here on Blues in the Basement. We're talking to our special guest, Mark Caldwell, who was friends with the late great Miss Ruby Wilson, the queen of Beale Street. Mark, I tell you, it had to be a lot of great conversations that you and Ruby had. So give us one of your favorites that you talked to her about when you interviewed her.
Well, you know what? This is something I hope is going to come, but during our interview, she had great stories, but she brought this book with her. And I'll talk about her. This kind of came out after her stroke, that serious stroke she had in 2009, but she brought this book with her, and I think she started it after all of the hospitalization and everything from that stroke, but she has these incredible poems. I mean, there are pages and pages of poems that she wrote daily. Mm-hmm. And she would do drawings that accompanied the stories or the poems. And it's just incredible. I was just in awe when I saw this. And what was so nice is when we were getting ready to, on July 31st, the Blue Society helped host this benefit for her. Mm-hmm. To help raise some money for her. In the planning, she told me that she was in the process of putting that book out. Okay. So I know it wasn't an interview, but this book was incredible, and I'm just I'm really hoping that that book does and is able to be published. Just some wonderful writings of from Miss Ruby that a lot of people just drawings, sketches, and everything that people probably just didn't realize she had. But I really am hoping that somehow this book does get to publishing, like she was talking about.
So we know Ruby was survived by, let me get this right, 4 children,
5 great-grandchildren,
12 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren.
Right.
So do you know if any of these this prodigy is anybody as talented as Ruby?
Now, I've heard a song sing.
Have you heard it? Okay.
I think he used the background sing.
For her?
Yeah, for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark?
Well, she's the queen of Beale Street, and I think she deserves that title. I think she had told me she got that back in the early 2000s. But you know, she is just quite a person. You know, every year she had a birthday party, and she would invite, you know, her close friends. She invited me for the past few years when she had that. Annually, you know, she had she always went back to the Westwood neighborhood, to the recreation center, and that's her neighborhood where she grew up, and where she spent time in Memphis, and she made sure she did that.
She was a school teacher for a little while.
Also, a lot of people do not realize it, but she spent a lot of time in rehabilitation homes, homes for elderly. She spent a lot of time going to visit them. Quite often when she was doing it, you know. And it's truly amazing to see. I was at a couple of those, shows at these rehabilitation homes, and you see people that, in their heart, they have that music and that soul, but they're ill, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's amazing when Miss Ruby would get up there to sing, all of a sudden they start moving, and some people I'm probably not explaining it right, but music does something for the soul.
It really does.
And Miss Ruby, she knew that she had that gift, and she always wanted to make sure she could take it to share it, with people that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to see that or experience that, you know.
Okay.
And that was really important to her, and it's just so neat to see that, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Mark, we're going to do one of her songs right now, Miss Ruby Wilson. We're going to do Fever from the,
Great.
Yeah. So want everybody to sit back and enjoy this one right here on Blues in the Basement.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, 'cause I know you're gonna treat me right. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. That is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing. Fever happened long ago. Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. Thou give it fever. When we kiss it, fever with our flaming youth. Fever, oh, I'm a fire. Yeah, fever, I burn pursuit. Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, oh, daddy, don't you dare. He gives me fever. with his kisses, fever when he holds me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Now you've listened to my story. Here's a point that I have to make. Chicks were born to give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. They give you fever, yeah. When you kiss them, fever if you live and learn. Fever till it sizzles. What a lovely way to burn. Oh, what a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way. What a lovely way to burn. Fever in the morning.
And that was Fever by Ruby Wilson from the album A
give me
Song for
fever.
You. Oh, never knew how much I love you.
She had a great sound,
She put a
Mark. She
spin
really
on
did.
everything.
She really did.
Oh, she sure did.
Do you? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go
I was
ahead.
saying she to me, she has the blues voice.
Right.
That's Miss Ruby.
The one and only Queen of Beale Street. Now, is there any plans for anything, any kind of tributes for anybody that they can attend that you may know of that's going to take place in Memphis on Beale Street for her?
Well, the Blues Society, we have a annual blues festival.
Bona fide.
Miss Ruby, this is on September 30th and October 1st.
We will be there, my friend. We will be there with you.
Yeah. Miss Ruby was there last year. She played.
She was.
I've got great pictures with blind Mississippi Morris.
Right.
Yeah, and she played up at Bar Louie. And, you know, all of the feedback cards we got, Miss Ruby, I think, was noted more than any other musician there that people love to see.
Okay.
I mean, it was just amazing. But anyway, this year we were honoring Miss Ruby. She was
That's
the
right, that
honoree.
Thursday night.
Right.
Yeah, she was the honoree, and on that Friday night on September 30th at 5, she was going to do 2 songs, kind of to just basically kick off the festival. But obviously that her unfortunate passing last week has changed that. But the entire festival is going to be in her memory.
Okay. Cool.
So we will be doing that. Other than the services coming up, I'm not aware of any specific plans yet.
Okay.
The Blues Society, we have had a lot of people contact us asking if they can make contributions, and if they do, we're collecting those on our website, and that will all be given to the family to help out.
Okay.
But we're looking for we want to have a wonderful tribute and memorial for Miss Ruby, at our Blues Festival here on September 30th. So we're looking forward to that.
Exactly. And speaking of that, everybody want to go to MemphisBluesSociety.com to check out more about the lineup and ticket prices and find out more about the Bona Fide Blues Festival taking place September 30th and October 1st. Overton Square, right there in the heart of Midtown Memphis, Tennessee. Now, we know that there was going to be a big Divas Blues Festival coming up August 27th and 28th that she was going to be a part of. I'm pretty sure now that they might try to do something in her honor coming up soon.
I can't that's been postponed. Last week we heard they postponed that, so I'm waiting to hear what the new dates are going to be.
Okay.
But again, Miss Ruby was one of the featured artists that a lot of people were looking forward to see.
Right. You're listening to Blues in the Basement right here on the Kazukian Network. We're powered by the Kazukian Network. Make sure you like all those other properties like On Sports, 3BC, Funk on Those Funky Politics, The Diary of a Tiger, of course, me and Lips, Miss Steph. Right here on Blues in the Basement. Make sure now you go to like us and share us on Facebook.
Like and share us on Facebook.
And make sure you do what with that podcast?
Hey, subscribe
What
and
you
rate.
said.
Subscribe and rate.
And share it.
Share it.
Our special
be
guest,
greedy.
Mr. Mark Caldwell of Memphis Blues Society. We're talking about the legendary Miss Ruby Wilson. Mark, any closing comments you want to make about Miss Wilson?
Well, I think a lot of people don't realize what she overcame after that stroke she had in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the hospital for months, rehabilitating. And it took a lot of willpower. And Miss Ruby had that willpower. And just to see her now, the past few years, be able to sing because she couldn't stand, she couldn't talk. That stroke really took a toll on her body. Just that willpower on its own, and what Miss Ruby did after that to be able to sing and continue on is, I'm kind of speechless how to word it, but she shows so much willpower. It's just phenomenal.
She was resilient, that's for sure.
Yeah. It is just incredible, and she truly cared about people. Like I was telling you, she always wanted to make sure she would get out to the rehab centers and back to her neighborhood and everything. But she was just quite a person. She's we're all in shock, and it's just going to be a very hard. No one just knew this was coming, and but people just need to know she is just quite a person. She is an incredible person.
Okay. Well, Mark, we thank you for your time, my friend.
Yeah, well, thank you. I really appreciate talking with you. Thank you.
And
Thank
we'll
you so
appreciate
much.
you calling. We'll get back with you real soon. We'll make sure everybody goes to www.memphisbluessociety.com to find out about that bona fide blues festival.
And also the Tuesday Blues Day.
Yeah, Blues Day Tuesday.
Exactly. And all the jams that they got coming up, because you guys got new space inside of Hard Rock Cafe now, right?
Oh, boy, we got a lot of stuff. Tuesdays. Actually, Wednesday, we just during August, we have jams on Wednesday at Hard Rock Cafe.
Right.
And,
those are from 7 to 11. And then beginning in September, we're there every Sunday except the first Sunday. And that'll continue on, monthly.
And that's free to the public. We just ask for what? $3 donation, right?
Yeah, it's a $3 donation. And, the schedule, we have a host band that starts out each jam. That is on the schedule.
It's on the website.
On the website.
Okay.
Incredible music, though. So
Yeah.
I
you never
know.
know who may pop in to play on the jam, too.
That's right.
I'll be there.
Well, I have to warn you about my cohort over here.
I'm coming,
if he
man.
sees a microphone,
I'm
I know.
gonna get it.
I was told that you guys always have space for singers. It's the musicians that crowd each other out. So Tracy, you got a chance.
I got it. Mark,
You
I'll
have a
take care of
big
it.
chance.
And make sure now
Well,
you
look
go.
forward to that.
Yeah, make sure when you go to the Blues Society webpage, you join the Memphis Blues
Exactly.
Society
It's
because we
$25,
need
right?
all the members we can get. $25 to join. It's nothing to be a part of a great organization, great music, whole lot of things, whole lot of activities going on. And Mark, we just appreciate you stopping by tonight. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you
guys.
soon.
Thank you. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Stephanie, you know what I think we ought to do now? We ought to just play a few songs.
Just a few.
Just a few, back to back to back.
A little back to
By
back.
the legendary Miss Ruby Wilson. Just let everybody enjoy the sounds of the Queen of Beale Street.
The Queen of Beale.
Right here on Blues in the Basement.
Now you say you're lonely. You cried the whole night long. Well, you can cry me a river. Cry me a river. I cried a river over you. And now you say you're sorry for being so untrue. Well, you can cry cried a river over you. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my head, while you never, ever shed a tear. Oh, no, 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 no. Remember, I remember all that you said. You told me love was too plebeian. You told me you were through with me. And no, you say you love me. Oh, just to prove it that you do. Come on and cry me a river, cry me a river, baby. I cried a river over you. Oh, I said I cried a river, I cried and I cried. A river over and over. Cried and I cried and I cried, 'cause I love you and I needed you and I wanted you. Hey, baby, I cried a river because I needed you. Over you. I cried a river over you. Tonight, I want to talk to everybody, male as well as female. If you got something good, you better keep it. They say, yeah, who is she to tell somebody what to do? Well, I'm here to tell you I lost the best man I ever had. And right now, I'm here to tell y'all I'm feeling mighty bad. Lord have mercy. Yeah. I'm catching hell, living here alone. I never realized, oh no, you mean so much to me. I'm catching hell, living here alone. Yeah, I want you to come back, baby. Come back, 'cause here is where you belong. Yeah, here is where you belong, baby. Yeah. If I could replace that whole scene again, yeah, you know that I would never say it again, that I love, oh, it's sad as sin. You know that I would, yes, back on in, yes I would. Let confusion pass me by. Oh, I took a fool's way out. No, without one good reason why. One good reason why, yeah. I'm catching hell, Lordy, living. I didn't believe it would be all of this pressure on me all the time. Oh yeah, I'm catching hell. Well, living here alone. Well, to tell you the truth. I'm going out of my mind. Yeah, I'm going out of my mind. Oh, I'm going out of my mind. I'm catching hell, living all alone. Ooh, this is my story. Wow, this is my song. Well, yeah, I'm here to tell y'all tonight. Oh, such a sad song when you're living all alone. Yeah, such a sad time when you're living all alone. Take a fool to learn. Can't listen to your friends. They got their lover, and here I am, lying here all alone. I'm catching hell, yeah. Showing up, catching hell, yeah. Oh, it takes a fool to learn, yeah. Takes a fool to learn. Oh, yes it does now. Oh, baby, why don't you come back home to me, baby? Come on back home, 'cause I need you. Come on.
After you go, I can catch up on my reading. And after you go, I'll have a lot more time for sleeping. And when you've gone, look like things are gonna be a lot easier. Life will be a breeze, you know. I really should be glad, but I am bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only light this empty room has ever had. And life without you is gonna be bluer than blue. I'll have a lot more room in my closet. And after you go, stay out all night if I feel like it. And when you've gone, I can run through the house just screaming, and no one will ever hear me. I really should be glad, but I am bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only
And that was a great sit by Ruby. Those 3 songs, they make me feel blue. What was that? Bluer Than Blue? Yeah. I'm Catching Hell. Cry Me a River.
Yeah, you know, it just leaves a mark,
an indelible mark
on how she was and the beauty of her voice and how she brought so much joy to so many people. Not around here, just in the Memphis area, but not on Beale Street, but all around the world.
All over the world. She performed for queens and kings and princes.
Right. and she's just like all the rest, from the gospel to the blues. Shirley Caesar, James Cleveland, right?
Right.
You know, a lot of those good folks she sang with, and she leaves behind some children, some great-grandchildren, and some grandkids. And we just want to send our condolences out to the family and just let them know that we really, really cared about your mom, and she was special to all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, hey.
That's beautiful.
Great show.
Great show.
She was a beautiful woman.
Yes,
I got a beautiful car. You can't stand it.
I can't stand it.
Just slick.
Trying to be
compliments.
slick.
You know, you get to smile.
Keep it over there, Tracy.
Hey, we got some Blues Fest coming up. We're going to be a part of that big one down on Overton Square.
Oh, that bona fide.
I cannot
What you going to do down there, Tracy?
Man, I'm just going to do my thing. Going to enjoy myself. We want all y'all to come out and be a part.
Everybody.
Stephanie going to tell you when.
That's September 30th, October 1st.
What time?
Overton Square. That's 2 days. Friday and Saturday.
Stages.
That's right. 3 big stages. Couple of clubs. Blue Monkey, Lafayette.
Then you got the outside venue.
Yes, we got 35 acts.
Shit up.
3 stages.
Shit up.
So you can't miss any of that.
And guess who's hosting it, y'all?
Guess. I don't know. Tell me.
Stephanie and T-Shaw.
Not me.
Yes, you are. So we'll be there. We want you to be a part as well. So make sure you go to MemphisBluesSociety.com and check out the Boney Fighty Blues Fest and get your tickets today.
Get them.
Great show.
Great show.
Love you, babe.
I love you, babe.
I'll see you again next week.
Okay.
Make sure you like us on the Kazuki Network. All the other shows like On Our Own Sports. 3BC, they missing you, baby. The Diary of a Tiger. The Funk on Those Funky Politics. We want to make sure you check them out on WDIA each and every Sunday afternoon from 4 until 5 right there on WDIA in Memphis. You go to iHeartRadio and check them out right there if you want to tap that app if you're not in the area to check them out on the radio.
Subscribe and rate. Subscribe,
rate and share. Subscribe, rate and share.
Subscribe, rate and share.
Subscribe, rate and share.
Maybe you can make that a blues song.
See what you want to say.
I don't know. You tell me.
Like us on Facebook, tweet us. Yes, you can. And also on the Instagram. And subscribe and rate and share our podcast with each and everybody you know. Call a neighbor, call a friend. T-Shaw and Step. We'll be back again next week, same time.
And we're out.
Same place.
And we're out.
On Blues.
Blues in the Basement, recorded live at LPI Studios in the heart of Midtown Memphis, Tennessee. Web designer Daniel Coates, executive producer Larry Robinson. Produced by Reggie Fine. Blues in the Basement, part of the Katsukian Network.